Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. There was a lot of political intrigues during Madaraka Day celebrations in Nairobi. For the very first time, Deputy President William Ruto was not allowed to address the gathering. That was one thing that was witnessed. And then secondly, as the president was addressing the gathering, a group, or rather a crowd, walked out on him. Have a look at this.
It is a reflection of the dignity of our heritage and the pride that we restored. And because the ultimate act of every liberator is to lay down their weapon, the shield and the spear on our national flag is a symbol of our victory, but it is also a notice of readiness should our heritage of splendor be threatened. According to our...
Yes, we don't need rocket science to actually know that that crowd walking out on the president is clearly a William Ruto crowd. Those might be William Ruto supporters. And they are walking out on the president to paint a picture that the president is very, very unpopular. And I'm saying that because those have been the Tanga theatrics we have been seeing in the previous such occasions. That is one thing I'm seeing here. And that crowd, I can also actually conclude that they were mobilized and stationed there deliberately to cheer up William Ruto, to create a perception that William Ruto is very much loved and very, very popular. And I'm saying that because such kind of incidences, we have also been seeing such kind of incidences in the past functions. A case in point was during Mwai Kibaki's burial in Othaya, Nyeri County, and even sometimes back at Nyayo. So that crowd obviously was a William Ruto crowd. And obviously they were there on a mission, either to cheer up William Ruto as he was talking, or to maybe heckle those who were anti-William Ruto on that day. Yes, that is the function, or that might have been the most probable mission of that crowd. And after the celebrations, Tanga actually, if you go through a majority of other bloggers and even their supporters, they have been sharing some news item from TUKO. Yes, Tanga have been actively sharing some news items from TUKO. And this is the information, rather news, other bloggers and their supporters have been sharing. TUKO. Margaret Kenyatta will vote for William Ruto. The bad blood between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto was evident during the Madaraka Day celebration after the president failed to recognize him. However, Ruto and Uhuru's wife Margaret Kenyatta are seemingly on good terms as they were pictured smiling at each other during the event. The majority of Kenyans described Margaret as a good-hearted lady. And then TUKO shares that photo of Margaret Kenyatta and William Ruto. Upon seeing that kind of news item, it actually took me time to actually confirm and to verify that that was TUKO. And indeed, that's TUKO. Yes. And Tanga bloggers and their supporters are actually sharing that news, or that news item, seriously online. So in this video, I want us to dig deep to see exactly the games being played here by Oda, and in this case, by TUKO. But before we dig deep into that analysis, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. So because of that smile between Margaret Kenyatta and William Ruto, TUKO concludes that Margaret Kenyatta will vote for William Ruto. and Tanga Tanga bloggers, other bloggers, William Ruto's bloggers have been sharing that. And their supporters are actually consuming that lie. On this, I can describe that as a fake news. That's a propaganda by TUKO. Yes. If you look at Margaret Kenyatta and William Ruto, they were sitting close by one another. And it's only commonsensical that at times they can smile at one another. There is no crime in that. But that does now not insinuate that Margaret will actually vote for William Ruto. I don't think we should even spend time arguing on that. And largely, if you look at William Ruto's brand of politics, William Ruto, they have largely been doing their politics based on lies and deceit, such kind of news. And I know a good majority of Kenyans who might have not watched that function live can actually, in one way or the other, be convinced by such kind of news into even thinking that maybe Margaret Kenyatta supports William Ruto. Yes, those who never watched it live can actually take that as the solid truth. But for those who watch it live, in fact, as Margaret Kenyatta was entering the dais, she snubbed William Ruto and Rachel Ruto. She never greeted them. And then Margaret Kenyatta went further to greet the visiting president of Sierra Leone and the first lady of Sierra Leone. But she snubbed greeting Ruto and Rachel Ruto. Have a look at this. That short clip of Margaret Kenyatta snubbing William Ruto and Rachel Ruto clearly confirms that TUKO is actually sharing out propaganda, and William Ruto's bloggers and supporters are also sharing and consuming the propaganda. And that snubbing of Ruto and Rachel Ruto by Margaret Kenyatta also just confirms that the split between William Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta is so deep as to cut across their families. Uhuru Kenyatta's family and even William Ruto's family, they might not be all that in good terms. The split between Ruto and Uhuru is so deep. Yes, that actually just confirms that. And I know Uhuru and the family, they are really praying so hard. They are really praying very hard for Raila Odinga actually to win this year's presidency. And they're not just figuring out a situation where William Ruto can actually win this year's presidency. That is something I'm clearly seeing here. Yes. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, even before I conclude and before I forget, William Ruto, from that incident of today, in fact, that Madaraka Day celebrations in Uhuru Gardens today was actually a very big blow to William Ruto. All along, William Ruto was being given the podium to actually chest thump and actually to spew lies and hate to Kenyans. But today, I tend to believe the president and his handlers, those who might have advised the president, they actually did the right thing. The president today actually outsmarted William Ruto, because I'm very sure that in the event William Ruto was given the podium, then those people who were walking out, they could have actually used that occasion to belittle and to embarrass the president. But the president actually beat William Ruto today in William Ruto's game. William Ruto had stationed his supporters there purposefully to cheer him up, to embarrass the president, and to embarrass Raila Odinga. Yes. And William Ruto's main mission, just as I've stated when he was starting, was to create a perception that is very much loud. And now, this being the last Madaraka Day celebrations, just remaining 2 months to the election, it could have actually sent, or rather it could have actually carried on till the election day. Kenyans could have still remembered such kind of an occasion. But the president just killed and thwarted that plan by William Ruto. And also, as I conclude, Ruto and his bloggers, TUKO and their news, they are actually playing politics of propaganda. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana yes.